This is a KSEE24 News Educator of the Week special, made possible by Fresno Office of Education, EECU, and Fresno Coin Gallery.
Coming up on this Educator of the Week special, we will highlight some unique teachers who are making a difference in the education of our Valley's children. And we'll talk about continuing trends in the classroom with former Fresno County Superintendent Larry Powell. Plus, it's a gathering of the greats. We'll learn more about an event to give back to those who work tirelessly with our children. Hello and welcome to the Educator of the Week special. I'm Karina Corral. During the last year, KSEE24 has had the pleasure of honoring more than 30 outstanding Valley educators as part of the Emmy Award-winning We Are Fresno campaign, created to feature the people, places, and events that make living in the Central Valley uniquely fantastic. In this special, we will celebrate the work of our outstanding Valley educators, sharing a few select profiles, hearing more about the tremendous value these teachers bring to our Valley, and learn more about how you can nominate an Educator of the Week. First, we begin by visiting the classroom of Jody Nyberg from Oak Grove Elementary in Visalia, where she brings fun and excitement to her young learners.
Keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Judy Nyberg is the epitome of a kindergarten teacher. Just watch how she interacts with her kids.
Honk, honk. Good job, good buddy. Great.
And her students certainly feel the love.
She makes me laugh. She makes us do stories, and it's fun.
And you're going to give me a bright and beautiful illustration. Is that good? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Good. Okay.
And because she makes it so fun, her kids come ready and eager to learn and help.
She picks a person every day, and they get to be like, they get to do the calendar and do all the stuff on the calendar stuff.
She picks you every day if you learn hard and you focus to the teacher and you be on outstanding.
Ms. Nyberg has been teaching in the Valley for 33 years, 23 of them in kindergarten, 10 in first through third grades, which means her students are starting to come full circle.
I'm teaching kids of kids now, which is really fun, really fun. Yeah, my first graders are, let's see, they're 40 years old. Oh!
At this point, retirement is not an option because she can't imagine her life without teaching.
I can teach them how to read. I can teach them how to write. I can teach them how to shake hands and make eye contact, how to sing, how to laugh, how to play and get along. I think that's the most rewarding thing of all.
And that makes Ms. Nyberg our Educator of the Week. We just love her energy. So special to have touched and molded so many lives. Our next honored educator also teaches in elementary grades. She is Mrs. Erica Montano. She values the opportunity to work with her students during such a critical time in the development of their reading skills.
Okay, the pumice is heavier than your head. Okay.
It's not always easy to capture and keep the attention of a classroom full of kids, but Erica Montano does it each and every day. She says teaching second grade is a great opportunity to make a big difference.
And you're able to take it to the next level. So you're able to really see that growth from beginning reading to fluently reading at the end of the year, beginning math to developing those math skills that are going to last them throughout their lives.
How do I know that if once I start adding my little cubes, how do I know that I'm going to stop?
Her kids know there's more than one way to really learn new things.
We do fun stuff, but when we do the fun stuff, it's not just fun. We learn from the fun stuff.
Mrs. Montano says her students motivate her each and every day to be her best. It's their attitude and outlook on life that are truly inspirational.
They're happy and they come in and they're eager to learn and they're so accepting of one another, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling to be around these little ones.
When it comes to describing their teacher in one word, this little girl says it would have to be awesome. But then again,
I wish I could use more than one word. It's just that she's nice, she's funny, she's really fair.
With this week's Educator of the Week, I'm Lindsay Pena.
Not just one word can describe an outstanding educator, and it is so important students continue to have pivotal teachers throughout their academic career. Next, we learn more about a middle school teacher, Mrs. Stephanie Salas, who's making science fun.
She really brings science to life by conducting experiments to go along with the lessons.
This is part of Miss Stephanie Salas' curriculum, not your typical science biology classroom setting, and that's what her students love.
The experiments that we do in her class in the labs, she makes learning the most fun that I've had in all the years that I've been in school.
She makes learning fun, but most of all, she teaches them a never-give-up attitude, whether it be in class.
I really want to become a geologist, and she really helps me. Like last year with earth science, and she helped me not be afraid to conduct the experiments.
Extracurricular activities.
I did science fair, and I wasn't able to make it to state, but she's supported me, and I'm doing it this year. I'm doing another one next year.
Or in their future aspirations.
They're so ready to be guided, and the ability to push them in the different directions. I always tell the kids, it's not if you go to college, it's when you go to college.
In fact, she even has past students contact her, letting Miss Salas know because of her, they made it.
I never thought I'd be here, and someone believed in me, and now I'm here, and I have this future set up in front of me that I never thought was possible.
She pushes them past their wildest dreams and expectations.
Just knowing that everything I do can affect someone for the rest of their lives.
And that makes Miss Salas of Sutter Middle School our Educator of the Week. Caring, encouragement, and motivation, all qualities of an excellent teacher. But it all starts with getting a student's attention. And this is where Mr. Paul Martinez rises to the head of the class.
How many of you have been to our school nurse?
No, not me yet.
Some of you every day,
Yes, I did.
right?
Paul Martinez may not be a comedian, but he can tell a joke. And in his second grade classroom, a little humor goes a long way.
He is the funniest guy I ever met.
It keeps them engaged, and if they're listening to you and they're waiting for it, they don't even realize they're learning sometimes. What is the heading there?
Mr. Martinez has been teaching for nearly 2 decades now. Many of those years spent right here in Parlier, where he grew up.
I know what they've gone through. I've lived similar lifestyles as they have, and that, I think, has made a world of difference in the classroom and getting to know them.
His students say Mr. Martinez is more than just their teacher. He's their friend.
He makes learning fun.
And having fun is something Mr. Martinez believes in. He also believes in something else when it comes to teaching. Something very simple, actually, that every child can learn. It's that attitude that's made him a favorite among students, parents, and colleagues alike. Knowing his life has made an impact on others is a feeling he says just can't be beat.
That right there is the greatest reward, when they tell you you've made a difference in their life. And I wouldn't change a thing.
Every child matters, and every child can learn. For some students, getting the best scholastic start stems from those early learning experiences. We now visit Mrs. Joyce Robinson and her unique classroom for young learners.
This group moves to Mrs. Robinson's group, and you're going to go all the way over there.
This classroom is the first stop for these kids on their educational journey, and Joyce Robinson's job is to make sure they learn as much as possible. Mrs. Robinson teaches transitional kindergarten. It's a chance for kids to get a jump start on school before they actually go to kindergarten.
It is to get those children started on the right path and get them excited about school. And I feel like if we can get them excited about school and transitional kindergarten and kindergarten, then they will take over their own learning.
Misty Harrison is a parent volunteer who sees firsthand how Mrs. Robinson brings out the best in her kids.
My favorite thing about Miss Robinson is how she speaks to the kids on their level. She's always kneeling down. She's always making sure that they know that she's addressing them, and she commands the classroom in a very gentle way.
What is for W?
After 28 years in education, Mrs. Robinson says she's come to see her classroom as a home and the kids in it more than just her students.
We treat our room as a family, And we know we all have good days and we all have bad days. We work really hard on things like being responsible and being respectful.
The good behavior and positive attitudes Mrs. Robinson helps develop in her students are much appreciated by parents, as is all the extra time and effort she spends.
I appreciate how much effort she puts in, and it's evident in how happy my kid is when he comes home every day from school.
With this week's Educator of the Week, I'm Lindsay Pena.
Just fabulous. All such inspiring stories. And coming up on this Educator of the Week special, we'll talk with former Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, Larry Powell, about what he thinks of the future of education in the Valley. We'll also get a look at an annual event dedicated to honoring our outstanding Valley educators. That and more when the Educator of the Week special continues.
To make the boulevards, the avenues, the concrete, chaos, and congestion we call civilization easier to navigate, we made the all-new Jeep Cherokee with blind spot monitoring, forward collision, and lane departure warning. Because even a restless mind needs peace of mind.
During the 4th of July sales event, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Jeep Cherokee Sport front-wheel drive for $199 a month.
Looking for the finest collection of living, dining, and bedroom furniture in the Valley? Look no further than Furniture City. We specialize in one-on-one attention, helping you create rooms that fit any style, mood, and budget. Furniture City stocks name-brand pieces with attention to craftsmanship and detail. No credit, no problem at Furniture City. Plus, get 0 down, 0 interest till 2016. Come in now and get a free 50-inch TV with the purchase of a living room. Furniture City on the southwest corner of Barstow and Blackstone.
Right now, you can get as low as 1.99% APR on new and used cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and RVs. It's that simple. Rates as low as 1.99% APR during EECU's summer celebration.
Thanks for the salted caramel shake, Kara.
Caramel for Kara. That makes sense.
And Janine for peanut butter.
I don't get it. Why?
Because she reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, Janine, who was nuts.
25 real ice cream shakes, all half price after 8 p.m. This is how you Sonic.
Under California law, bicycles are considered vehicles, which means drivers must yield to them and provide at least 3 feet of safe passing distance. When you park on the street, check for approaching bicyclists before opening your door. Watch for bikes when making right-hand turns, especially if you're crossing a bike lane. Bicycles must ride in the same direction as traffic and obey all traffic signals and signs. Together, we can make Fresno a safer place to bike and drive.
Man, it is Dodge's 100-year anniversary. I need some ideas and some good ones.
We set up a big stage, bring out the cars.
Then if we're going to have a stage, we put on the crew.
A Hemi-powered meat smoker. I'll see your meat smoker and raise you a man in a jetpack.
Nitrous party cannon.
Yes, and then we can end the whole thing with a...
Get a great deal at the Dodge 100-year event. During the 4th of July sales event, well-qualified lessees get the 2014 Dodge Challenger RT for $289 a month.
This is a KSEE24 News Educator of the Week special, made possible by Fresno Office of Education, EECU, and Fresno Coin Gallery.
Education may have changed over the years, but what has not changed is what makes a great teacher. Former Fresno County Superintendent Larry Powell, now retired, has met many a fabulous educator. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be with you.
We so appreciate your time.
Thank you.
What do you think makes a great teacher?
Well, you have to have a calling. There can be a lot of smart people, but if you don't love kids and realize that this is something that's going to impact kids for the rest of their lives and change what happens to them, that's a calling. That's not something that, hey, let's just get somebody smart and put them in there. That doesn't work that way. You have to love kids, and the calling is what makes that happen.
And I feel that that really comes across. Students notice that as well.
Hey, they know who likes them and doesn't like them. You can be hard with a calling and still be a very effective teacher. And you can be tough on kids, but you can't just be nice to them. That's not what I'm talking about. Love them, understand that you're changing their future forever. And it's a fantastic thing to see what happens when a child sees a teacher as somebody unique and special in their lives.
And it really sticks with them. It ends up being one of their favorite teachers.
Absolutely.
Are there current trends happening in the classroom right now that you feel are really benefiting students?
Well, we're doing a lot better job with pedagogy, how you teach, and so that's really good, and the teacher education programs are fantastic. But what's changing it is the digital world. We are now able to provide any museum, any library, anywhere in the world in a classroom with a smartphone or a tablet. So we're changing how we actually do teaching now because we're able to use kids with their innate ability to understand the digital world. You take an adult, they don't know what's going on. You take a kid and give them 20 seconds, they'll tell you everything about the digital world. And now we're helping them referee what they do with that digital world, and it's changing completely how we do education. We can reinforce things at home. Moms and dads can help. We can send stuff home. So it's not just what takes place in the classroom, but it is what happens in life as well.
And so much it's bringing history to life. A lot of times, you know, when we were growing up, it was reading it out of the textbook, and now they're seeing it. And we're in such a visual generation.
Absolutely.
As well.
And these kids, they have an attention span of about 4 minutes if you're just talking. But if you're using the digital world, they'll stay with you for a long time because they can focus in on that.
All right. You've spent so much time in education. Who was a teacher who stands out in your mind?
Well, I have many, many great teachers that I've had, but Mom's number one, no doubt about that. You got to understand, I had polio in 1949, and at that time there were no special ed classes. My mom and dad simply said, Larry, you're going to get to participate in everything everybody else does, and they advocated for me, and Mom said, you can do anything you set your mind to. She set a tone for me that helped me understand nothing would stop me from being successful. And she taught me every day at home. In addition to what happened at school, home was great because it was a rich environment with art and drama and dance and music and all kinds of things. So she was my first teacher and phenomenal.
It all starts at home. What a wonderful story. And she was right, because you are wildly successful.
Well, thank you. I love Fresno. I love our community. I love what you guys are doing with recognizing the excellence that teachers have. They have a tough job, and they do some great things.
Well, thank you so much. We're happy to do it, and it's an honor and a pleasure. Thanks for your time again.
Nice to be with you.
Well, coming up in this Educator of the Week special, a look at the event honoring our year's outstanding educators, plus a glimpse at the men and women who have made a difference all year long in the education of our Valley's students.
KSEE24 News shares local stories that matter to you. Ag Matters and your Weather Authority reports on the drought and what's being done to restore Valley Ag. Safety Matters, protecting your family from the influence of insurgent drug cartels.
There's going to be a consequence for these crimes.
Family Matters, telling the story of 2 Valley children who beat cancer.
Witnessing her battle is the hardest thing I've ever seen.
Faith Matters, as the debate on gay rights and religion enter Valley churches, bringing local stories that matter to you. KSEE24, local news that matters.
Could your couch save a life? How about your coffee pot or your old clothes? Hi, I'm Katie with the Salvation Army. Your tax-deductible donations of usable furniture and household items help our Adult Rehabilitation Center house, feed, clothe, and counsel hundreds and hundreds of men and women every year and fund vital reentry and educational programs. Anytime you make a donation or you shop at one of our stores, you're helping to make a difference in someone's life. You definitely made a difference in mine. Make a difference. Reunite families. Give to the Salvation Army.
You have plenty of small SUVs to choose from out there. So what makes Ford Escape the right choice? The power and performance of an available EcoBoost engine. Help when your hands are full. Confidence and control in any season. Available voice-activated sync technology. Plus an offer too good to pass up. Make Escape your choice now and get up to $2,000 cash back. Or lease one for just $199 per month. Exclusively at your California Ford dealer.
It takes a community to raise our children to their highest potential. At the Fresno County Office of Education, we believe that every child can learn and every teacher, support staff, and parent can help. We urge you to join us and make this the best year for children everywhere. Know what's going on in your child's classroom. Stay in contact with their teacher. Spend time with them and help with homework. Our involvement with our children's education is the future. We are Fresno County Office of Education. We are Fresno.
KSEE24 brings you a better way to find a local business. YourCentralValley.biz. An extensive directory of local businesses and services that's right at your fingertips. Discounts, online coupons, and useful information. No more sorting through exhaustive web searches to find local products and services you need. KSEE24 makes it easy. Just log on to YourCentralValley.biz. YourCentralValley.biz, where business clicks.
This is a KSEE24 News Educator of the Week special, made possible by Fresno Office of Education, EECU, and Fresno Coin Gallery.
We've all had that special teacher in our lives, the one who helped make learning fun or perhaps challenged us to excel. But did you ever get the chance to say thank you? Now with a very special event, we are able to shine a spotlight on these amazing educators.
Teaching is the hardest but most rewarding and important profession that we have.
Hundreds of people agree. They gathered at Fresno State University in May to honor teachers in the annual Educator of the Week Awards. KSEE24 was a proud sponsor. The teachers were recognized for inspiring students across the valley.
Teresa Enns, 3rd grade, Grandview Elementary School. And the student said, I loved her just like my own family.
I love learning myself, and I consider myself a lifelong learner, and it gives me opportunities to learn, to share, to build excitement with my kids, and I had some awesome teachers myself, and that was one of my inspirations.
Audrey Fulton. She teaches a 1st and 2nd grade combo at Webster Elementary School. And the student says she helps us a lot, like if we're hurt, and she helps us if we're stuck on anything.
I have always known I wanted to be a teacher since I was little, but I really enjoy inspiring children and touching their lives and hoping to better their futures.
All of the teachers spoke about how they can make an impression on a child. They know the hours spent in the classroom can help mold students into successful adults.
I chose to become a teacher because I wanted to change the world, and I became a teacher of the arts because I thought that was the quickest way to do it.
And when you look at your life, you look at my life, you look at every viewer's life, they have a special teacher in their life that changed the direction of their life.
The work these teachers do will be remembered not only with their students, but also with the community. Each Educator of the Week honoree will have their names engraved on the Teacher and Friends of Education honor wall outside the Kremen School of Education at Fresno State. That was such a special event. I was honored to take part in it. And you know, each and every one of the 35 educators recognized this past year were all nominated by students, parents, or their colleagues. And the nomination process is easy. Simply go to YourCentralValley.com and fill out the form. A panel will then review all submissions to determine honorees. The Educator of the Week Awards are sponsored by EECU, IQ, Fresno Coin Gallery, and Fresno County Office of Education. And they are made possible in partnership with GW School Supply. Coming up on our Educator of the Week special, we'll have one last look at all of the wonderful educators honored throughout the year. You won't want to miss it.
Accurate is defined as correct in all details, exact and reliable. That's what you get with KSEE24, your local weather authority. H.A. Fox, named by WeatherRate as the most accurate meteorologist in Central California. Yep, he's the most accurate. We know weather matters to you, so turn to KSEE24 to get the most accurate weather forecast from Central California's leader, H.A. Fox, and our team of meteorologists. Heidi, Dave, Justin, and H.A. KSEE24, your local weather authority.
Need money now? Discover Visalia Jewelry and Loan. Whether you need a loan or want to sell, Visalia Jewelry and Loan will pay top dollar for diamonds, gold, silver, and platinum jewelry, Rolex watches, coins, and more. Visalia Jewelry and Loan, brought to you by Fresno Coin Gallery, the same family-owned business you've known for over 30 years, the same friendly expert service, the same great reputation, the same commitment to the community. If you need cash now, let us help. Visalia Jewelry and Loan on Mooney, next to IHOP.
Cumulus Media, the Fresno Bee, and KSEE24 join forces to bring you Crime Stoppers. At approximately 5:30 a.m. on December 15, 2012, Michael Lopez and his cousin were walking on Shields Avenue near the southbound on-ramp of Freeway 41 in Fresno. It was at this time that Lopez exchanged words were the occupants of a red IROC-style Camaro which passed by them. The passenger of the vehicle pulled out a gun and fired several shots, striking Lopez at close range. The 16-year-old Lopez was rushed to Community Regional Medical Center where he died from his injuries. He is survived by his parents. If you know anything about this case, call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP. You never have to give your name, just your information. Your tip could earn up to $1,000 and there's absolutely no risk to you. A special numbered bank account will be set up, and your code number is all it takes to claim the reward. Please call Crime Stoppers at 498-STOP. Local is defined as exclusively belonging to a particular area, and KSEE24 is committed to being Central California's local station with 6 decades of defining local news. It's about delivering news that matters to you. KSEE24 News is delivering local news that matters every day. From sunrise to the late news, local stories matter, and we're committed to bringing them to you every day in every newscast. KSEE24, local news that matters.
This is a KSEE24 News Educator of the Week special, made possible by Fresno Office of Education, EECU, and Fresno Coin Gallery.
There are so many educators who we have been honored to highlight this past year. Here's a glimpse at the more than 30 teachers you've said are making a difference for our Valley students. Sparkle. Amazing group of educators. If you would like to see their full profiles again, visit our website, yourcentralvalley.com. This has been our Educator of the Week special. We hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye and take care.